Hey guys, it's me. This video is for Wednesday and Thursday. I'm going to try to get through the slides because I'm going to actually read the passages to you and kind of help you out a little bit if you need the audio. So remember, audio attendance journal, read for your 10 minutes. What we're going to do today is we're going to have 2 STAAR passages, informational text, and then a Google form, but you have 2 full days to do it. So here we go. Here's your objectives. Also, we'll explain author's purpose and messages within a text and multiple organizational patterns within a text to develop the thesis. And then you're going to understand the implied information. Implied information is what they implied is when they really are like, it's an inference. It's when you're reading something and you should get the basic gist and basic idea just based upon what you're reading. That's the idea. Okay, here is the actual Google form. So what we're going to do is what I think makes the most sense is to look at the questions first and then kind of get into the passage, and I'll read those. Again, you don't have to follow along with the video if you don't want to. You guys can just skip right past that and go and read and highlight for importance and etc. and do the questions on your own. Number 1 says the title of the selection highlights the idea that shipping containers. Number 2, what is the main idea of paragraph 5? Which sentence from the selection supports the idea that creating structures from shipping containers is efficient? And then this is for a bountiful billboard, the second article. Which words, oh no, my computer's dying. Which words from paragraph 2 help the reader understand what scant means? Which sentence from the selection explains why the water produced by the billboard is significant? The organizational pattern of the selection allows the reader to. The author of the selection most likely to. And then this is with both stories. One difference between the selections breaking out of the box and a bountiful billboard is that a bountiful billboard, so try to find the difference. What is one important benefit of shipping container apartment buildings and the billboard in Lima? Read the sentence from breaking out of the box. By cutting out hallways and creatively stacking the containers, engineers are maximizing the use of the boxes. Which sentence from story 2, a bountiful billboard, is related to the idea? And number 3, both selections explore ideas that involve. My computer is about to die. Let's see how far I can get. What I want to tell you about this is that what I really believe on here is that the most important thing you can do is, I'm gonna like even delete this in front of you because it's fine. What I do is I caveman talk and I highlight for importance, and I'll tell you why I do those specific main things. If I look at the questions and I go ahead and look at those questions ahead of time, my brain knows what I'm looking for. I have an idea. So when I read, and when a lot of my kids at school read, we go through and we highlight as we go, and we type in that caveman talk, here we go, so that it's a roadmap when we come back. We can go back through the document. The reason you do that, guys, is so that you're not going back through every single and almost rereading the passages to answer those questions. So if you're just highlighting as you go for importance, it makes a lot of sense. You're really not going to be underlining things and bolding things. You're really just going to be highlighting and caveman talking, just like in reality. Okay, so this is breaking out of the box. I'm going to try to read, but again, I just saw my computer light come on that it's dying. So breaking out of the box. Shipping containers are used to haul cargo on ships, trains, and trucks. Because these trips can be rough, the containers are used for only about 5 to 10 years. Then they usually end up in a junkyard or landfill. However, these containers are durable, lightweight, and of relatively low cost, so entrepreneurs and artists are finding ways to repurpose them. Shipping containers on a train. Here's your caption. One trend that has gained popularity is creating houses from retiring shipping containers. The containers already have the basic elements we think of when we imagine shelter: 4 walls, a ceiling, a floor, and a door. It is truly amazing what interior designers and architects can do to maximize the layout of these containers in order to add comfort to the cold metal interiors. Some modular designs include connecting several containers to increase the amount of living space. With features like solar panels and sliding glass walls, the repurposed homes are an environmentally smart practice. And if you guys want to check this out, there's tons of shows online right now that are doing this. Like building blocks, shipping containers can be safely stacked to create multi-level structures. By cutting out hallways and creatively stacking the containers, engineers are maximizing the use of the boxes. Offices and even hotels are being built from these recycled containers. Urban areas and colleges that struggle to provide affordable housing have also begun to explore building container housing and workspaces. In London, a container city was created in 2001 in just 5 months using more than 80% recycled materials from shipping containers. It was so successful that the following year, the city of London created another multi-purpose structure that is 5 stories high. Housing using for shipping containers are not limited to cities. Shipping container accommodations are available in rural areas as well. For hideaway cabins to campground rentals, these versatile accommodations can be found in the city and in remote areas. Sculpture artists from all over the world have also found value in repurposing shipping containers. Artists rework the shell of the containers by reshaping the corrugated metal. Whether building the panels into new shapes or using them as metal canvases, artists have found that the possibilities are endless. The Container Art Project was established by innovative artists to help museums share artistic collections around the world. In addition to using the retired containers to move art pieces, the project has also used the interior of the containers as the setting for the galleries themselves. With all these options and new purposes, fewer shipping containers will be headed to the junkyard. They have been broken out of the traditional boxes and are having their utility extended with new forms and function. Okay, here's a sculpture, a building construction from similar containers. End of story 1. Okay, this is a bountiful billboard. Lima, the capital city of the South American country of Peru, is located near the Pacific Ocean in the Sakura Desert. This desert region is one of the driest in the world and receives almost no rainfall. Yet more than 8 million people live in Lima. Because of the scarcity of water, 1 out of every 10 residents has no access to running water. Some people depend on private companies to deliver water to their homes and businesses. The engineers at the University of Engineering and Technology of Peru thought about how Lima's extreme water shortage problem could be solved. They noticed that even though the rainfall in Lima was scant, the humidity was high. Due to the city's coastal location, humidity can be higher than 90% on summer days. The engineers wondered whether they could harness the moisture in the air. The staff at the university realized that this project, while helping the residents of Lima, could also showcase UTEC's engineering program. Thus, they formed a partnership with the advertising agency Mayo Draft FCB. The 2 groups created the advertisement to demonstrate the university's engineering projects. They made a billboard that extracted moisture from the air and converted it into drinkable water. The water was then made available to the public. The engineers used the city's power lines to provide electricity to 5 condensers that operate within the billboard. The condensers are cooler than the water outside. When air comes into contact with the condensers, it cools. The water vapor in the air condenses, becoming liquid water. The water then flows through the pipes into a storage tank at the foot of the billboard. People can access the water through a faucet. Isn't that cool? You just walk up to a billboard, take a little drink water. The billboard produces 96 liters, about 25 gallons of water a day. This can supply hundreds of families with water each month. The partnership at UTC and Mayo Draft FCB has not yet decided whether to build more billboards, and if so, where to locate them. But the citizens of Lima and other cities and regions around the world are hopeful. Additionally, UTEC recorded a 28% increase in enrollment since the installation of the billboard. The problem-solving billboard has inspired more young people to pursue engineering careers. They want to be part of productive, ingenious solutions to unresolved problems. A woman retrieves water from a faucet at the base of the billboard. So after you guys get done highlighting for importance and really seeing if these match your answers, here is your paired passage. It's not a test. It's just an assignment. You guys can go through here and answer these. And then I wanted to tell you also that on Friday, it's going to be just a makeup day. So if you have stuff that you need to turn in and you need help with anything, just let me know. And also tutorials will be from 11 to 12 virtually. Have a blessed day, guys. Sending sunshine your way. You're going to do a great job on all of your stars. Bye.